We warmly welcome all of you in this meeting. Today's conference, we have a very learned panel. They will shed light on the topic. And it is early in the morning. Some people, they are on the way and they're stuck in the traffic. Hopefully they will join us. And some panelists are still on the way and they will join hopefully in a few minutes. I warmly welcome each and everybody in this meeting. And we are thankful to United Nations that they allow us to bring our miseries and problem before the United Nations and international community. And despite of renovation and other work, they accepted our request and they accommodated us. Now I would like to introduce first my panel, and then I introduce as well topic, and one by one speaker they will shed light on the topic. In today's panel we have Sardar Shaukat Ali Kashmiri. He is the chairman of United Kashmir People's National Party. He is renowned human rights defender, lawyer, and he has been struggling for the rights of the Kashmiri people since he was in school and college. And he was twice kidnapped by Pakistani Inter-Services Intelligence Agency, 1994, first time, and second time in 1998. And Amnesty International and international community, US State Department, United Nations intervened, and ultimately he was released. And we are privileged he is here. He is living in exile since 1999 in Switzerland. And people in Pakistani occupied Kashmir, they are suffering and they are protesting. Since many days they are on street, and there is a blackout in entire state of which part are under the Pakistani control. And we are here to ask United Nations and international community to save the lives of the peaceful protesters over there in so-called Azad Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. And we have Mr. Fazal Rahman Afridi. He is the president of Khyber Institute for Research and Strategic Studies. He is the leader of Pashtun Tahfuz movement. He is based in France, and Pashtun Tahfuz movement is a peaceful organization struggling for the rights of the Pashtun people in Pakistani areas known as Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. We have Mr. Jamil Maqsood. He is the president of Foreign Affairs Committee, United Kashmir People's National Party. He has been participating and contributing to UN Human Rights Council sessions since 2008. And we have another activist from Gilgit-Baltistan, Shehrbaz Khan. He is the representative of Awami Workers Party. He is based in Germany, and the people in Pakistani occupied areas of Jammu and Kashmir, known as Azad Kashmir. I belong from that area, and he is belonging to Gilgit-Baltistan, is next to China border, and Pakistan is not ready to listen the voices of the people. They are also protesting in the streets, people, peaceful movement, peaceful struggle, and whole region is suffering, and all the people are on the streets. And we have another panelist. He will join us. When he joins us, I will introduce him. And today's topic is related to freedom of expression. And because it is the fundamental right that when people have freedom of expression, they can bring their miseries, problem, they can criticize the governments, they can ask to reform, legislate. But unfortunately, some areas of the world, for example, in many countries, many continents, still people, they are denied of this basic fundamental right. Like in many African countries, in Asian countries, in South American countries, when people demand for their basic rights, for gender equality, for right to education, right to health, right to development, states label them anti-religion, anti-national, and this is happening almost each and every region. And particularly I personally belong to that area which is forcibly divided since 1947, known as state of Jammu and Kashmir. And our people, they do not have the right to free movement. Not only the land, but the families are divided since 1947. And this is also a initial and very much a fundamental right that people cannot be stopped to move from one part to another, because these all rights are enshrined in the Universal Declaration for Human Rights. But many member states, despite the members of the United Nations, they are not fulfilling their obligations, international obligations. And apparently, at the international arena, Pakistan says that she is the right to self-determination, champion of the right to self-determination of the people of Kashmir. But under its administration, she is not ready to listen the grievances and voices of the Kashmiris. For example, if somebody wants to contest election, he must sign a oath of loyalty to Pakistan. Otherwise, he or she cannot contest elections. In Pakistani peripheries, in Azad Kashmir, there is a people's rights movement. They call it Awami Action Committee. They are protesting on street for their ownership of the resources and their fundamental rights. They called for a shutdown and wheel jump strike on 29th September, and Pakistan cut off phones, internet, and 3 million Kashmiris are under siege, and 2 million Kashmiris living abroad, they are disconnected with their families. We don't know what is happening there. Some reports came through different means, and one person was shot dead in Zafrabad and several other injured. And people demanding ownership of resources, self-rule, and the basic fundamental rights. But instead giving them rights, Pakistan deployed rangers and extra forces to suppress the voices of these people. We are here to extend our solidarity to them, these people, peaceful movement, and we request to United Nations, all international powers, and we are grateful to US President Donald Trump. At least after 78 years, he said that he is ready to mediate to resolve this issue. This is not a matter of a bilateral issue between India and Pakistan or a territorial issue. This is the matter of the lives of millions of the Kashmiris who are divided, and families cannot meet and interact with each other. A Pakistani can visit India, Indian can visit Pakistan, but a Kashmiri from Indian side of Kashmir cannot travel to Pakistani side of Kashmir, or a Kashmiri living in the under Pakistani administration, he is not ready, he is not allowed to travel to another part of the Kashmir. And these are the sufferings. We have limited time. I would like to give floor to Sardar Shaukat Ali Kashmiri Sahib. He is the chairman of United Kashmir People's National Party. Sir, you have the
in Bangladesh right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And this is unfortunate that extremist and radical groups, they are rising in the South Asia, and we are also the victim of these extremist groups in Pakistani occupied Kashmir. On 5th February, so-called Solidarity Day with the people of Kashmir, Pakistan celebrates this day, and they brought Hamas leaders in the Pakistani occupied Kashmir, and they were roaming in the streets of the Rawalakot, Punch with the sophisticated weapons. And the whole society is hijacked by these people, state and non-state actors, and these extremist groups. They are acting and killing people with impunity, and international community and UN should ask Pakistan to fulfill its obligation, what is enshrined in UN Human Rights Declaration on Human Rights. Please, anybody else has? Yeah, please.
Thank you,
Moderator. Thank you very much, sir, for your comprehensive and very impressive presentation. We urge United Nations to ask Pakistan to restrain use of force against the peaceful protesters in Pakistani occupied Kashmir, known as Azad Jammu and Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. And we asked India, Pakistan that they should not impose unilaterally their decision on the people of Kashmir. And because we are living human being and we deserve the same right as Indian, Pakistani, or any other citizen of this globe is deserving. What they did in 5th August 2019, and against that people were protesting and everybody has grievances, and Jammu and Kashmir Assembly passed a resolution that special status of Jammu and Kashmir and statehood should be restored. And we urge India as the largest democracy of the world, she should listen the voices of Kashmiris. As Sardar Shaukat Ali Kashmiri Sahib mentioned, situation is very worse in the Ladakh as well. People are protesting there for their rights. People are protesting in so-called Azad Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. International community should intervene. We thank to UN Secretary General. He played a very crucial role when there was a crisis between India and Pakistan, and there was a fear of potential nuclear war because Kashmir is caught between three nuclear powers: India, Pakistan, and China. This issue should be resolved according to United Nations resolution as per the wishes of the people of Kashmir. They cannot impose their decisions on Kashmir, whether it is India, Pakistan, or any other country. Now I would like to open this floor. If somebody has question or short comment, please introduce yourself, and you have only 1 minute, sir. Please. Yeah, you have the first. Very much, sir. Mr. Dr. Joseph, you have 30 seconds, please.
30 seconds, I want
Yes.
to say that when human rights violation is perpetrated by the state constantly, and irrespective of the fact that they have been drawn, the attention have been drawn, it therefore means that the group, especially states like Jammu Kashmir that have been suffering since 1947, therefore has the right to self-determine, to seek for self-determination.
Thank you.
And this is where we are. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. By this, we conclude this meeting, and thank you each and everybody for your presence, your participation, and we are greatly appreciate and honor your commitment for the promotion and protection of human rights. We shall continue our struggle until we get our rights, equal rights, gender equality, and peace in this meeting. Thank you very much for giving us this space. I would like to give floor to Sardar Shaukat Ali Kashmiri Sahib. He is the chairman of United Kashmir People's National Party. Sir, you have the floor. Yeah. Okay.
I thank you, Mr. Chair, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank you, all of you, for your support and human rights defenders who always raise their voice in favor of the civil society spaces and stood against the suppression operations and the government's might. In 1947, actually, two states were created by Britain, that's called India and Pakistan. The state of Jammu Kashmir was before as an one political entity, and our civil and political rights were somehow protected. But after that, Pakistan invaded the state of Jammu Kashmir and we were forcibly divided. Now we are divided, forcibly divided. And there are 100 people who are forced to live in exile. And civil society voices have no any space to raise their human rights. Last 2 years, the people who were since many years suppressed by the Pakistani regime's policies, and the indigenous peoples have no any say in the constitutional forms. because the one hand, Pakistan says this is the disputed territory. And according to the Pakistani Constitution, Section 257, that this area is not part and parcel of the state of Jammu Kashmir, but it is illegally ruled by Pakistan. And 4 powerful left officers who came from Pakistan, installed by the government of Pakistan, they are the real ruler of this land, which is known as Pakistan occupied Kashmir or Azad Kashmir. And the people of Gilgit-Baltistan, which was historically part and parcel of the state of Jammu Kashmir, it was separated in 1949, and now it is under direct rule of Pakistan. Both the areas in Gilgit-Baltistan and the Pakistani occupied Kashmir, the political parties, the civil society representatives formed a joint Awami Action Committee, which is the protection and rehabilitations of the people rights. In the last 2 years, both areas, the people are on the road protesting and asking the government of Pakistan to restore our basic rights. Due to the subjugations, all the tourist resorts were occupied by the military, and our forest lands is allocated to the military. It's not a secret, but it's open in press and everywhere. So, the Pakistan is not ready to listen the voices of its own administrated areas, whereas the Kashmir issue is not a bilateral issue. And United Nations Security Council passed a resolution, and that resolution referred on 13th of August 1948. At that time, it was the Security Council who asked Pakistan to withdraw its all troops, and those people who enter in Kashmir for the purpose of fighting should be withdrawn. And at that time, Pakistan agreed. And the other hand, this resolutions and truce agreement asked India to reduce its forces and give the right to the people. But unfortunately, Pakistan still not comply to the UN resolutions, and we are living under occupation, we are living under suppression, and overall the basic rights is compromised, and all over natural resources is occupied by the Pakistan. So that's why last 2 days, hundreds and thousands of people are on the road, and whole roads are locked down. Pakistan shut down the internet and all those facilities which were related to the social media is now locked down, and there is no news come out. And our relatives and our families are there. We heard that at least 100 people are injured due to the police firings, and 4 people were killed. They are all actually asking not for the independence, but they are asking for employment. They were asking to reduce the inflations. They are asking for the empowerment of the people, and now they are receiving the gun and bullets from the government. So I think it is a very alarming situation. Pakistan always try to apply the religious sentiment, but today people actually aware of that. These are the tactics of the ruling class, and the military is actually the real ruler of Pakistan and its occupied areas. And now the people is facing worst kind of a persecution. Not only one political party or the other political party, its whole society is in a very alarming situations, because hundreds and thousands of people are arrested, and still whole natural ways and communication is blocked. So I think this is the right time to intervene. United Nations should send a powerful delegations and ask Pakistan to recognize these areas people's genuine grievances and address those. The charter is actually a handover to the Pakistan, but Pakistan is just exploiting, propagating, and one hand they are propagating that it is the West who actually funding these people, and that's why the people revolted against Pakistan. But it is not the West. It is the people who actually facing worst kind of persecution and slavery. So an NGO at this moment, the government of Pakistan is not allow any international media people or any human rights defender to enter that area until and unless she or he will not get permission from the Interior Ministry, and Interior Ministry will only give them to enter in that area who are the proxies of the Pakistan. So the state of Jammu Kashmir people is facing proxy politics, facing proxy wars, and since 1977, our whole state is in a very miserable condition, and our people needs your attentions. And at this moment, this globe, I appeal to the human rights defenders, United Nations, and all those governments who actually believe in human rights. They should intervene and put pressure on Pakistan to change its mind and recognizes the basic issues, basic problems, and give people little bit space so that they can take breaks. And all detainees should be released, and those who were killed by the security forces, their families should be accommodated, and the culprit should brought to the justice, because this is not the way to suppress the voices of the people. It is Pakistan's long history, whether it's Baloch case or Sindhi case or Pashtun case or democratic forces. In Pakistan, the elected prime minister is facing, he is in jail, Imran Khan. Before, he was prime minister of Pakistan, but now he is facing persecutions. 100 of his political colleagues is facing persecutions. So this is the Pakistan, and Pakistan is signatory of all the covenants, but unfortunately in practice, she is denied all human rights charters aims and objective. So it's a gross human rights violations, and that human rights violation is not ignorable. World community, and especially the Human Rights Council, should take note and ask Pakistan to repeal all those draconian laws, which is actually curtail the civil society spaces. And I would like to draw your attention in Ladakh, a very renowned human rights activist, environmentalist, Mr. Sonam Wangchu. He is arrested, so and he is facing also in Indian jail custody, anti-state laws. Although his credential is very much established, everybody, international community knew that he was working for the environment. He is just asking that government of India should fulfill those promises which she committed with the people of Gilgit-Baltistan, people of Ladakh in 5th August 2019. But now also 4 people were killed during this protest, and many were arrested. It is at least India should accept their right, and Wangchu should be, Sonam Wangchu should be released. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Sardar Shaukat Ali Kashmiri side.
thank you again. Actually, we are not against any country, any nation state, but we are asking nation state to behave like a nation state, not theocracy state, not suppression. And we are against slavery. We are against those who plunder our resources. So, United Nations should intervene anywhere there is gross human rights violations. In Bangladesh, yes, we endorse that it was a coup against a democratic elected government. And now the current regime is not ready to hold the elections. And in the union, in everywhere, the Bangladeshi people are facing. We are not subscribing any politics which actually harm the people rights. And in our areas, witness to many of the human rights defenders, I was always here explaining that Pakistan, there in our areas, Pakistan used our territory as a launching pad for the proxy war, and that terrorist infrastructure is still intact, and all the terrorists who use religion as weapon are roaming around and harassing our people, our media, our people, human rights defenders are facing worst kind of a persecution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Dr. Joseph, you have 30 seconds, please.
30 seconds, I want
Yes.
to say that when
हम सोचते हैं कि कोई कोई मुआवजा सरजद हो जाएगा, जबकि इंसानों की तारीख में मुआवजा कुछ भी नहीं था। वो पैगम्बरों से सूफिया से कुछ चीज़ें वो हैं आपके लिए और मेरे लिए कुछ ही मुआवजे नहीं आ रहे, बल्कि इस तकदीर को आपने सफ़र किया ना, आपने हिजरत तय की ना, तो आज कम अज़ कम आप 10 आदमियों की रूह और तन के रिश्ते को बरकरार रखने के लिए ये काबिल हुए हैं कि नहीं। और आपने कभी ये सोचा कि 1947 के बाद हमारी माओ ने सिर्फ परदेसी बच्चे पैदा किए? वह ये थोड़ा जबर और दर्द है, लेकिन हम सोचते नहीं हैं, क्योंकि हुक्मरानों ने के हम सुधाए हुए वो लोग हैं। जिस तरह जानवरों को भी तो लोग सुधा लेते हैं ना, शेर को भी सुधा के तो बंदा कान से पकड़ के उसको लेके चलता है, तो हम भी सुधाए हुए लोग हैं। और मुझे तो फिर इनको तो पता है, मैं जब कोई गुफ्तगू करता था, तकरीर करता था, तो लोग आने से वो पीसी भी मारने लगे, तो लिहाजा ऐसी बातें नहीं करो। पीसी ने इस पूरे खिते के लोगों को जिस तरह सुधाया है, तो अब आप ये कह सकते हैं कि उसके असरात जो है वो तो हमने खुद महसूस किए। एडवाइस करते थे कि आपने ये ब्रूटल चेहरा देखा नहीं है, जब देखोगे तो आप अपने आप को नहीं पहचान सकोगे। और कौन सा आदमी है जिसको पीसी की मार ना पड़ी? मुस्लिम कॉन्फ्रेंस की उस वक्त की जो सारी लीडरशिप, बाद में उन्होंने सजदा सवा कर दिया, और उसके बाद उन्होंने कहा स्टेटें कभी किसी के अकीदे का हिस्सा थी, स्टेट का तो अपना एक एवोल्यूशनरी प्रोसेस है, और स्टेट रिस्पॉन्सिबल होती है अपने लोगों की कफालत करने के लिए। हमें कहा ये बड़ा भाई है, ये छोटा भाई है, ये है। ये तो आज़ाद कश्मीर अगर पूरा डूब जाए, आज़ाद कश्मीर के लोग सारे अगर मर जाएं, लेकिन पाकिस्तान अगर रोशन हो जाए, पाकिस्तान कोई अल्लाह ताला ने हम पे कोई ऐसा ऑर्डर जारी किया कि पाकिस्तान की तकदीर के लिए या पाकिस्तान के रोशन होने के लिए हम पूरे अपनी कौम को डुबो दें, लेकिन हमारे लीडर ने क्या ये नहीं कहा? जब मैं मीरपुर में मंगला डैम के कैंप पे लोगों ने एहतजाज किया तो आपके बच्चों को नहीं मारा उन्होंने, सैकड़ों लोगों को गिरफ्तार नहीं किया। और फिर जब अपराइजिंग हुई, आज है लोगों ने परदेश में रहते हुए जायदादें बनाई, दुकान बनाए, उनकी करोड़ों की प्रॉपर्टी एक बरसात में जाके वो, चूँकि अपराइजिंग की वजह से जब बरसात में बारिशें ज़्यादा आती हैं, फ्लड आते हैं, तो वो पूरा मीरपुर डूब जाता है। और लोगों को छतों पे भी ये ख़तरा होता है कि कहीं हम पानी में न बह जाए। लेकिन उस वक्त सरदार इब्राहिम साहब ने, सरदार कयूम साहब, सरदार अतीक साहब, वो ये कहते थे कि पूरा आज़ाद कश्मीर, ये तो मीरपुर है, पूरा आज़ाद कश्मीर भी अगर डूब जाए और पाकिस्तान रोशन हो, वहाँ बसने वाले कोई खुदा की कोई बहुत ही ज़्यादा मखसूस बंदे हैं, और हमने कोई ऐसा जुर्म किया है कि उनके मुस्तकबिल के लिए एक पूरी नेशन जो है ना, वो आपके लीडर आपको कहते हैं कि आप वाइप आउट हो जाए, तब भी कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। वो लोग जो आपके सामने खड़े होके आप ही के राइट के खिलाफ बात करते हैं, आपकी शख्सियत के खिलाफ बात करते हैं, आपकी हिस्ट्री के खिलाफ बात करते हैं, आपके मुल्क के खिलाफ बात करते हैं, और हम तालियों में जाते हैं। तो ऐसे में अगर हम ये सोचें कि कोई चमत्कार हो जाएगा और एक दिन हम सोएंगे और दूसरे दिन उठेंगे, और हमने प्रॉक्सी वॉर में जितने लोग भाई अगर एक संजीदा मूवमेंट में था होते, आज भी यहाँ आज़ाद कश्मीर का आदमी जब हक की बात करता है उसको फौरन कहते हैं ये राका एजेंट है। पहले सोवियत यूनियन होता था तो उसको कहते थे ये कम्युनिस्ट हैं, दैरिये हैं, इस्लाम के खिलाफ हैं, और रशिया के एजेंट हैं। तो भाई जिस मुल्क की परंपरा ये है कि फातिमा जिन्ना को भी इन्होंने इंडियन ब्लॉक का एजेंट बताया, जिस मुल्क का कोई एक वज़ीर आज़म मुझे नहीं बताओ कि जिसको एजेंट इन्होंने साबित करने के लिए पूरे मीडिया का इस्तेमाल ना किया हो, उस मुल्क के आप गुण गाते हो जिसके अंदर हिस्ट्री का कोई कॉन्शियसनेस नहीं है। ये आप अमेरिका में हो ना, तो अमेरिका की 51 स्टेट्स हैं सर
जी 50
पहले
डिवीजन 2-3 लेकिन 50
कनाडा भी हूँ, दूसरा नहीं स्टेट थी दुनिया ही आपकी सारी दुनिया
नहीं ये जरूर करता है
आने में ऐसे
नहीं ऐसा 51st है
51 है रियल से ठीक है
तो
ऐसा भी है ना, ऐसा
हम
51
मौलाना
है।
हो या कि बोलना 51
तो बात ये है कि इसने पावर को